What is going on? Welcome to a special episode of The Lockup. On this week's episode of The Lockup, we're going to be talking about one thing and one thing only.
Hey, what's that?
That's the show of shows.
The showcase of the immortals.
The granddaddy of them all.
WrestleMania.
It's all going down this Sunday, and our preview is up next. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Lockup, our special WrestleMania preview edition. I'm TJ.
And I'm Ed.
So we might as well go ahead and just go through the list of matches and our special predictions for what's going to happen this Sunday at the Showcase of the Immortals. So let's start with the pre-show. It has been announced that the Cruiserweight Championship will be contested on the pre-show, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Cedric Alexander going against Mustafa Ali.
Yes.
So who do we see going over in that match?
You know, I think I like Cedric. I like all the cruiserweights. Honestly, I wish they would put him on the main show all the time. Really, but
we've been fans of Cedric Alexander going back to the Cruiserweight Classic. What was that, last summer or something? It's been a minute now. But ever since Enzo Amore was fired from the company and the championship became vacant, 205 Live has put on some good shows and some good matches in this tournament. It all culminates this Sunday. So I see Cedric going over in that one as well. But I would be fine with Mustafa Ali as well.
I know Mustafa's gotten a lot of praise over over his short career with the WWE. There's a lot of greatness there, a lot of potential.
Well, I honestly thought that with Triple H being in charge of 205 Live, that match was going to be on the main show to show that, hey, we're serious about the cruiserweights moving forward. But I mean, this card, it's just so stacked that I don't even. There's some things have to get cut, which sucks. Which leads us to it has been announced that both the Andre the Giant Battle Royal and the Women's WrestleMania Battle Royal.
Wait, wasn't it the Mae Young?
No, that was the Mae Young Classic. We're talking about the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal, which it was.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you never do.
Nah.
Anyway, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Will be on the pre-show as well. Some of the competitors, past winners, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Broken Matt Hardy's going to be in there, Dolph Ziggler. Who do we like in this one?
I see Mojo Rawley taking it for a back-to-back.
Hype, bros!
Just kidding. I don't believe that.
Terrible. I could see it going to somebody like Broken Matt Hardy.
I would love to see Broken Hardy.
After this Bray Wyatt thing is now concluded, the Ultimate Deletion, what a way to kind of propel him moving forward. To show, hey, here's another main event, mid-card player moving forward. So
I kind of had a thought about what if Jeff came back and won it, and then there was some rivalry now and some angle on it.
Jeff, I heard, is cleared doing Performance Center work, so his return is imminent. He could be back any day now.
That's right.
Maybe they're saving all these returns, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, for the Raw after WrestleMania. We know they like to bring people back on that show. Just to kind of set up the feuds for the next year.
Absolutely.
The WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, I think we talked about last week. We could see somebody like
Bayley and Sasha.
Bayley and
being the last ones.
Bayley and Sasha being the final two competitors, and then it turns into a little 5-minute mini match between the two. But who do you think wins it when it's all said and done?
I would have to go with Bayley. I've always loved Bayley.
You just love Bayley.
I love Bayley. I don't know why. I like her.
I love Sasha, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with Sasha.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you heard this?
$5.
All right. Let's do it.
You heard it. You
heard it here, right there. No, have you seen the thing where the WrestleMania Women's Trophy looks like the female anatomy?
Oh yeah.
I just can't unsee that. Ever since somebody brought that up,
it's got to be intentional. Those things don't happen by coincidence.
Anyway, that takes us to the main card. When it's all said and done, 7 hours of WrestleMania programming on Sunday, including the kickoff show, the pre-show matches. But at 5 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock Eastern, I believe.
Yes.
The main show kicks off. We could talk about, do the pre-show matches count, and are they technically on the WrestleMania card? I don't know. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to the main show, the actual WrestleMania card.
First up we got Nia versus Alexa.
Yeah.
This has been building for a while now. And we're kind of
They were best friends, and then Alexa. I mean, she already was a heel. They were both heels. And then Alexa came out and said that she uses Nia Jax. Whatever, we can talk about the build-up. But either way, who do you see winning on Sunday?
I like...
Oh, wait a minute. I think I already know your answer.
Yeah, what is it?
Because your favorite female superstar is Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, so you know she's going to take it. I mean,
I'm going to go ahead and play the other side of that coin, I'm going to say Nia Jax takes it on Sunday. You know, there's plenty different types of females out there who could look up to Nia Jax and say she's not like most girls hate to like drive home her little catchphrase there. But, you know, she's not really this typical female WWE superstar. No. You know,
she's about 2.5 times bigger than normal people.
Anyway, I think.
So am I.
Yeah, that's true. Large ass. Sorry, that was terrible.
It's all right.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Nia Jax takes the Raw Women's Championship, and you know they can feud for the next 3 months, and Alexa trying to win it back.
Or the way they've been doing things now, they're gonna feud for the next 6 months to a year.
Yeah,
maybe.
true. Unless they have a superstar shakeup,
like
right after WrestleMania, and just kind of jumble the rosters.
I think we're in need of that right now. Honestly,
it's definitely time for a new one, a new draft, or whatever they decide to do. So we said Nia and Alexa. That takes us to the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Correct.
We got Asuka and Charlotte.
That's right.
The undefeated Asuka going against the title holder Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
So
You know
what
what?
do you see in this one?
You can't deny the verbal complexity and amazingness of Asuka's promos.
I was like, what?
Anyways, we know how that goes.
Nobody is ready for Asuka.
Love it.
That says it all right there.
That says it all.
No, Charlotte, one of the best female workers in the company. Asuka's undefeated streak. I would like to see Charlotte win the match just because she's one of my favorite competitors, but I'm going to go ahead and say that Asuka continues the undefeated streak, takes the title.
I agree. I don't think they would strip her of that the streak right then and there, you know.
I mean, a big name like Charlotte would be somebody to finally maybe beat the streak.
Right, at some point,
But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say Asuka takes the SmackDown Women's Championship and carries the SmackDown brand post-WrestleMania.
At least for a while.
So that takes us to one of the marquee matchups. Hopefully it's bringing some outside viewers to the product. We got Team Rowdy
against Team Holmes. I mean, sorry, is that still a fresh wound?
Holmes?
For Ronda, yeah, like Holly Holmes.
Oh.
Is that still a fresh wound, do you think? Anyways, just kidding. It's Team Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Man, I was just shook by that comment. Ronda don't want to see Holly Holm.
I'm just kidding. So, Ronda, if you see this, I love you.
She's gonna drop her ass again. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
The real reason why Ronda is at WrestleMania, Holly Holmes returns.
Ooh.
No, Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey going against Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. I had no idea about this, but I think it was said on Raw that this will be Steph's first WrestleMania match.
Like her being in an actual match
at WrestleMania, so that's a nice little notch on her belt. You know, they've been building this for weeks, so I don't see Ronda and Kurt Angle losing. This is Kurt Angle's return to WrestleMania after going in the Hall of Fame last year. They want to make Ronda obviously look strong. Her first match with the company.
But is it best for business?
Who knows? You know, I heard that they want to have Ronda Rousey and Stephanie be the new Austin McMahon moving forward. So maybe Triple H and Steph could get the win, like a janky finish where like it's kind of screwy.
Right.
And then you know, Ronda's just out for revenge for the next few months. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not gonna happen, and Ronda Rousey goes over at WrestleMania. What do you think?
I agree with you on this one, to be honest.
Next up, we got the Raw Tag Team Championships. The Bar
versus
and Braun Strowman and a partner to be named at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to see it on Monday.
Yeah.
It turns out we got Braun Strowman.
Yeah. Which really, I mean, I'd be fine with that. I think Braun and Braun could win the whole thing.
Just Braun can win it by himself. But
That's true.
We'll see who they decide to put into this spot. There's talk of possibly Rey Mysterio.
Possibly Gilbert.
Alexa Bliss, based off their success in the Mixed Match Challenge. But really, I don't know which way they're going to go here. All I know is that I don't see Strowman losing at WrestleMania. Strowman and whoever his partner is going to be will be the Raw Tag Team Championships. Or Tag Team Champions, I should say.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But, I mean, who can they put in there? We talked about somebody like Elias.
Yeah, we thought Elias, but then we were saying that we think he's going to have his own segment, potentially with the Legend. During WrestleMania.
Yeah. My guess, or my hope, I should say, is that Elias is doing his thing in the middle of the ring, spotlight, guitar, just talking stuff about the New Orleans fans, saying there's no WrestleMania legend that could beat me, and somebody like The Rock comes out, "If you smell" hits, and the New Orleans crowd just pops, and he's doing his Rock stuff. What's your name again? It doesn't matter what your name is. Hits him with a people's elbow. Yeah. Nice little coup for the fans.
I would pay money to see that, and we have paid money.
We have paid money. We're gonna be there. So hopefully that happens. That would be something cool for Elias.
Absolutely.
To work with a legend like that.
I agree.
If he's not Strowman's tag team partner for the Raw Tag Team Championships.
I agree.
We also have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
Yep. We got the New Day, the Usos, which is nothing new, but then we also have the Bludgeon Brothers, which lately have been putting the beat down on everybody. Yeah,
they've been making them look strong, and why put a halt to that momentum at WrestleMania? I see them taking the SmackDown Tag Team Championships to show that, hey, there's this new dominating tag team on SmackDown, and they mean business. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Bludgeon Brothers for that one. What do you think?
I'm going to go with that as well.
We also have the Intercontinental Triple Threat. It's The Miz, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins. Who do you like in this one?
You know what? I like Finn. I think ever since he had to give the Universal title back with his injury, I think it's about time for him to carry some gold. You know?
I thought that we were going to get the Demon King Finn Balor at WrestleMania, but they've really made no suggestion that that's going to happen. Like, normally it's like there's some sort of beast that has been, woken in him, and he's going to bring out the demon at WrestleMania, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to say somebody like Seth Rollins wins it.
You go with Seth?
Yeah. All right, just like Finn Balor, when he lost the WWE Championship, when he relinquished it with his knee injury, he's kind of just been hanging out in the mid-card tag team division, but it's about time for him to bring some sort of credibility back to the Intercontinental Championship. And Miz has held it well. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
If Miz retains, I mean, I could see that, but he
sure.
just had his baby girl, so he's probably going to take some time away from WWE for a while.
The timing is right with that, for sure. Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and say Seth Rollins, and you said Finn Balor.
And I said Finn Balor.
That's right.
And then after that, we have the U.S. Fatal 4-Way, which recently became a Fatal 4-Way with the addition of Rusev.
Right. It was a triple threat. Now with Rusev, it's a Fatal 4-Way. So it's Rusev, Bobby Roode, Randy Orton,
and Papa Shango.
Hey, it's New Orleans.
Voodoo. Exactly.
There you go. That would work.
Oh my
no, I'm missing one. It's Rusev, Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, Jinder Mahal. No wonder we forgot one.
Forget him, please.
We dislike Jinder Mahal so much. So, who do you think wins this?
I'm gonna say I actually think Rusev is gonna go over with this. I think he's been so over that they had to add him to something, which it would make sense for him to win. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, the Rusev Day thing is just killing it right now. What they did in English. Why not put some sort of gold on him? I'm going to go ahead and agree with you that Rusev takes the U.S. Championship at WrestleMania.
I like it.
Which would be a nice pop for the crowd. So,
absolutely.
It's going to be great.
Absolutely.
We also have the return of Daniel Bryan teaming with Shano to go against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If Sami and Kevin win, then they are reinstated back to the company. But if D-Bry and Shano win, then they remain fired. So how do you see this one playing out?
This one's interesting, I think. I've always loved KO and Sami. I think their chemistry is great. Their wrestling skills are through the roof.
No matter what they say, they're best friends behind the scenes.
And I mean, wink, wink. We know they're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? But,
absolutely.
But in the match itself, you know what? I would like to see Daniel Bryan and Shano beat the snot out of KO and Sami.
Yeah. So you say Daniel Bryan and Shano win it?
I want to see Shano's signature trash can in the corner.
Coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
There you go. Originally I was like, there's no way Daniel Bryan's going to lose in his return. But honestly, I see some sort of swerve coming with this one. Maybe Daniel Bryan turns heel,
On Shano.
Yeah, it's already been announced that Shano is taking a leave of absence from SmackDown. I don't know why, but what better way to send him off than maybe Daniel Bryan and Shano win the match, and then Daniel Bryan turns on him when they're celebrating.
Right.
And then on SmackDown, they could say, heel general manager Daniel Bryan comes out and says, "Oh, my first move is to reinstate Sami and Kevin."
Right.
Shows that they were together the whole time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which SmackDown needs more heels, so somebody possibly to challenge the, that's
true.
The WWE Championship post WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
So might as well talk about the WWE title after that one.
Absolutely.
The dream match is coming true this Sunday. It's Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles.
Yeah, I'm predicting a Dave Meltzer 5.25 star match.
6-star match. Stupid Dave Meltzer. But no, we've talked about this match has headlined a Wrestle Kingdom before in New Japan Pro Wrestling. See what happens on Sunday. I think they're going to tear the house down. Probably going to go 30-40 minutes of just pure wrestling clinic. You got the strong style versus, high-flying AJ. You can't go wrong either way. I'm going to go ahead and say Shinsuke Nakamura takes it.
You think so?
It's been a long build. Ever since he's been called up to NXT, he hasn't held a championship, and he was NXT champion.
And winning the Rumble is always a good
right. He went against Jinder Mahal when he was champion and lost at SummerSlam. Maybe this is the final payoff for that.
Yeah, honestly.
Shinsuke finally takes the WWE Championship, and AJ, would just make it look like $1 million. So.
Yeah, and that's why I actually am going to go with AJ on this one. I think AJ is such a good worker that if you took him out of the title picture, I think it might hurt the brand this point.
That's true.
So
that's a good point.
I don't know. I'm going to go with AJ on this
one. And I love AJ. I love AJ.
For sure.
And that hurts me to say that he's going to drop the belt.
Yeah.
But I just see it playing out that way.
For sure.
What I mean?
Absolutely.
And maybe they feud, the two next 3 or 4 pay-per-views post this, if there's not some sort of superstar shakeup like we said.
Absolutely.
That takes us to the main event.
Yep.
Probably the main event. We'll see if it actually goes on last.
Hopefully Shinsuke and AJ go on last.
Oh my God,
I would like them to go last.
That would be great. But, we've talked about this before. Yeah. WrestleMania isn't really for the wrestling as much as it is the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all about the entertainment, and the argument could be made that that's WWE in a nutshell anyway.
Absolutely.
If you want pure wrestling, go to Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, but WWE is where the show is.
Really, actually, or go to NXT if you want real wrestling.
That's true. Yeah. That's true, but either way, it takes us to the main event, the headline match. Yep. It's been building for, a year now. Yeah. Roman Reigns going against Brock Lesnar, headlining their second WrestleMania together. The first one was WrestleMania 31.
Yep. Where Seth Rollins cashed in, one of the best cash-ins ever.
Probably the best cash-in.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely. But here we go, the main event, Universal Championship. How do you see this one?
Oh my goodness, this one's going to be interesting.
The rumors are running rampant that Brock Lesnar is not going to re-sign with WWE, and he's going back to UFC for more octagon fights.
Right. Yeah. See, and I have a love-hate relationship with Roman Reigns. I want to love him so bad, but sometimes lately he's been really good. The promos and the build-up has been great. Yeah. Before then, it was a little tough to love him, but I'm rooting for him because if this might set the stage for him as a character for the next few years. So this is a big moment for him, and I think if Brock commits to the moment and doesn't wimp out like he did against Goldberg, hopefully we can. I'm going to go with Roman. I'm going to go against my instincts on this one, and I'm going to go with Roman.
Well, they've done such a great job of building this matchup. They've done a great job of getting the fans on Roman Reigns' side and making Lesnar look like that pure heel, which I'm sure was Vince McMahon's plan all along. But I have to agree with you. This has been the plan for months now that Vince has wanted this match in the main event, and Roman has really been outside of the title picture for a while now, ever since he got suspended. So he held the U.S. title. He's been kind of doing his own thing, but now here he is ready to take the Universal title again off of Brock and lead the Raw brand going forward. And like we said, at least we'll have the champion on TV every week and defending it at every pay-per-view.
That's true.
We'll see who his first feud is post-WrestleMania.
Right.
But definitely going to agree with you and say Roman Reigns takes the Universal title. To close out WrestleMania, the pyro goes off.
I agree.
And stereotypical WrestleMania ending.
Absolutely. And that'll be a sad day for us, or a sad time, because then our WrestleMania adventure will be over at that point. And we'll be sad to come home.
We'll have to come back home after that one.
But happy with a lot of memories. Hopefully.
Either way, we're so excited for this weekend. We're going to be at the Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
And then NXT.
Now we're going to be going to NXT TakeOver. So excited for that. And then finally concluding with the show of shows on Sunday. Just super excited for this weekend. Hope you are as well. That's all the time we have this week on The Lockup. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What are your WrestleMania predictions? Leave them in the comments below. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
and Patreon. We need some more patrons. We need some more of you guys so that we can start doing giveaways and start doing some cool stuff. So check it out.
If you like the content, go ahead and hit us up on Patreon. Help us get you that content that we love so much. And we love wrestling. We'll see you on Sunday. On this week's episode of The Lockup, we're going to... Fuck! Fuck you.
Now we have to wait for TJ's bitch ass to come back.
Shut up, bitch.
Is it raining out there?
Fuck you. It's cold in here.
Main show, take 1.
Fuck.
Main show, take 2.
Wait. I totally just blanked right when you did that.